FlossTube friends. I don't know which video this is, but I'm certain I'll figure that out before the end. Welcome back. My name is Kathy. This is my corner of the world. My name is Kathy Ratliff. This is a FlossTube, which is about cross stitch, sometimes quilting and other things sewing. I have other things on my channel. You can go to my channel and look. I have all kinds of different videos, some about sewing, some about quilting. And I have a new series called Tales from the Wicker Couch, which are just sort of life over 65 kind of stuff, if you're interested. I just recently started that. So very first thing, number one, welcome back. If you've been here before, thank you so much for returning. If you've never been here before, thank you so much. Like and subscribe, that helps. But you can only subscribe if you have a YouTube thing. So that's kind of weird. So if you don't know how to subscribe, that's fine. You just watch me and like it. I think you can like it even if you don't subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. First things first, Pam and Steph, if you're a cross stitcher, you know Pam and Steph. They live in, Ohio, near Cincinnati. And they have a wonderful FlossTube channel with over 17,000 subscribers. And they gave me a shout out on their channel this past Sunday on their FlossTube. And I can't tell you what that means to me. It meant a lot because I've been in a slump. If you're a creative person, you know that from time to time you get in a slump. And I've been in a pretty big slump since October. I've recently become the full-time caregiver for a person in my family who has dementia. And that just takes some time. And so I'm having to sort of find time to do the things I love to do. And I'm finding time in between doctor visits and such. So anyway, thank you, Pam and Steph. It gave me the mojo I needed to just sit back behind the camera and do some stuff. So welcome. It is December. I don't know what day it is. I think it's the 11th, something like that. So happy Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. A few days ago was Hanukkah started. And if you want to see somebody who loves to celebrate Hanukkah, that is Mayim Bialik. She was the love interest of Sheldon Cooper on The Big Bang Theory. Her real name is Mayim Bialik. She was Amy Farrah Fowler. And she is happy to be Jewish and proud to be Jewish. And she tells you all kinds of things about being Jewish that I never even knew or understood. So she's a great person to go see about Jewish traditions and holidays. All right. Let's get into some stuff. First of all, finishes. I only have one. That's okay. It's a finish, right? Now I got to find it. Oh, here it is. Oh, Lord. Okay. This is my finish. I did get it finished before Halloween. I'm not a big Halloween stitcher. Like, I don't like to stitch scary things. But I did see this. I will post it below, the name of it, because I put the thing over there and I don't have it. But here it is. This is a pumpkin I got at, it's like a, a thing, a picture frame. I got it at Family Dollar. And so I just put this on here. There's, oh, I glued this one. Did I glue it? Yes. There is a place for a picture underneath there. So I just glued this on here. And it can easily be taken off. But I like it just like it is. It says little mouse. Little mouse. I think it's meant to be Halloween, but I just put it out in November for Thanksgiving because I like the colors. And my last name is Ratliff. So it has a rat in it. And so I find mice cuter than rats. So I collect all things mice around my house. I have hundreds of them, not real ones. And I stitch them, and I have stuffed animals, and I have little trinkets and such. because I embrace the rat in my name. My husband grew up fighting other boys because of his last name, and I wasn't about to do that. So my children, my boys embraced that. They were called Rat in high school. My daughter, not so much. Her name's Hannah, and she'll let you know that. Sorry, I kicked the camera. So let's go into things I've been stitching, and then I'll get in a minute, I'll get to haul and gifts. And I had someone, Ed Tremeco's mother. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed's mother, Pat. Pat has a degenerative disease in her eyes, and she stitched her whole life, and she has gifted me all of her things. Like, not the things she stitched, but all of what she has. And it's all kinds of things, wooden things to finish pieces on. It's tons of Aida, all different colors. Some linens, and I'll show you some of the things she gifted me. I couldn't possibly show them to you all in one video, so I'll take several. It's like 3 or 4 boxes full of all sorts of things. And I just am very blessed that she didn't even know me, but she knows Ed, and Ed is my friend. She knows Ed. Ed is her son, and he's my friend. And I go to a little place called Maggie's Attic in Mount Dora. It's a little wine den, and Ed works there. And every once in a while, I'll run into his mom, Pat. And I'm just, you know, when somebody gives you their stash, their whole stash, that's heartwarming. That's amazing. All right, let's get on to what I've been stitching, because I've been gone a while. I did a little bit more on, now you'll be so proud of me. I put these cards in my bags, in my project bags, and they say what I'm stitching on and, you know, the name of the pattern and such, because I forget it. This is 36 Count Belfast, dyed by me. This is Lady Liberty. These are my colors, some Weeks Dye Works and some other things. This is the pattern. It's a drum. I'm not making it as a drum. There it is right there. I did her little face, and I'm down to right here on her dress. And what I'm doing with her is I'm putting her here, and I'm putting the flag here, and then I'm going to frame it. So it's like the drum. Let's see if there's a picture in here of it all. No, there's not. But the drum has a flag here, and it goes. Oh, look at my eyes. Look. Isn't that funny, that reflection? Hello. The flag goes here. So I've got the girl in the front, and then the flag, and I think I have enough room to put these little, I can't remember what that's called. What is that called, y'all? You know what it's called. It's the stuff you do on 4th of July, like sashing, but that's not the word. So that's her. I did that a little while back. Oh my goodness. Okay, what's this? I started this maybe the week before Thanksgiving. I found this in, what's it called? Punch needle and, okay, you know what it is, don't you? Punch needle and primitive? Punch needle and primitive magazine. And this is it, little turkey dude. So I started him, hoping to get him finished by Thanksgiving, but didn't, and that's okay. I'm so close to being finished. And I'm doing my own colors. And this is fabric that I dyed myself. I think I used, it's not called lime, but it's a Rit dye. It's not the dark green, it's the lighter green. So here's my piece of fabric. I think it turned out pretty good. I used, what's her names? Stitching with the Housewives. They have a video on dyeing fabric, and I use their video to dye it. So here he is. I'm getting there. And it doesn't show up a lot. Let's see. Let me see the green. There's the green. There's the real color right there. But the this thankful right here doesn't show up on the camera, but it shows up just fine in person. That's Tom Turkey. And it's so funny, when I stitched him, you know how you get to, if you're a stitcher, you know how you'll go and you won't recognize a mistake for a while. I stitched, I think this is supposed to be like his back tail or maybe a hat, I'm not sure. But I stitched this section, this one, and I added another one. And I kept looking at him and I kept thinking, what is wrong with him? It doesn't look right. Well, I had to rip out all that because I did a whole nother section there. But he turned out pretty good. He'll be ready for next Thanksgiving, won't ya? Well, yes, Kathy, I will. Is that all what else is in here? Oh, yeah, I'm still stitching on my strawberries by Erica Michael. She has a series of strawberries, the 12 Days of Christmas. And I'm on 3 French hens. This is on 40 count something that I dyed, so probably Belfast. 40 count Belfast linen, and there's white right there. Where is it? It's right there. There you can't. There. If I get it up super close, you can see the white. You can see the white just fine. Here's my linen that I dyed. I'm very happy with it. So I thought I'd make all those strawberries. I started last year in January. I was going to make one a month. This is number 3, and it's not done. That's okay. What's that? It's called for. It's not called for. Here's the 12 Days of Christmas. Here's the one that comes. Each one of these patterns comes with 3 days of Christmas. So I've done, what have I done? A partridge in a pear tree, 2 turtle doves. I've done a partridge in a pear tree and 2 turtle doves, and now I'm on the chickens. So 3 a year. Maybe I'll finish this one maybe before the new year, and that'll be great. There's no rush. I don't hold myself to very many rules, especially lately when your life has some major changes, you know. It's best to not stick to too tight of rules. And this is Cottage Garden Samplings, A Year in the Woods. There's lots of animals that go with that. This is the fox. I'm using Call for DMC on 36 count PTP, Picture This Plus, Feldspar. 1/2. I think it's 1/2. And where's the pattern? I don't see the pattern in here. Oh, here he is. Here's the pattern. Isn't that pretty? A lot of people have done these. They're not new. They're older. And I finally got some more done on him. I'd been working on him for a couple of years and just didn't get the groove. And finally got the groove. Feldspar, that's the name of this color. Let's see. It's like a blue-gray. So that's his butt. That's his leg. They're pretty, that's pretty stitch heavy. Pretty stitch heavy. But he's beautiful. So I have like 5 or 6 of them. There's A Year in the Woods, and there's another one. I can't think of the name of it, that has animals as well. And I like both of them. I like what Mama Loves You GB is. Michelle is her name, and she has a YouTube channel. And she did 3 of them, I believe, in one thing. Like they come in fall, winter, and spring or something like that. And she did 3 of them. Absolutely beautiful. Wish I would have thought of that, but maybe not, because they're so stitch heavy. That'd be a lot of stitching. So that's the box. This I've been working on a long time. If you've watched my channel before, you know that I forget to tell you that was 36 count, I think. I'm one thread over 2. This is Brenda Gervais, Rejoice Evermore. A lot of people have done this. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it because of the bluebirds. I don't think there's a Brenda Gervais that I don't like. It's outstanding, outstanding. With Thy Needle and Thread, I guess is the name of her company. I'm getting there. Okay, y'all? I'm getting there. Let's see. Let's read my little card. My card says, Rejoice Evermore. called for threads, 28 count Belfast. And I didn't dye this or anything. I think I started in 2022. That's okay. And I'm pretty proud of my progress. Well, I don't know. It's not going to fit. There she is. So I have the top of the house has a bunch of flowers. I have one bluebird done. There are 3. And some more thingies in different places. But so there's the top. Had that done a while. It's the first time I think I've done satin stitch. Maybe I did it on another thing. And here's the bird. And I put my name, Ratliff, at the bottom. There's an alphabet at the bottom. And I just put my name, and I think I'm going to put, I like these little birds. So I may put some, like, I have a bunch of people in my family, so not a bunch. I'm an only child, but I have 3 kids and 3 grandkids. So I may put a bird, you know, birds that represent family members. So what is that? That's 3, 6, 9. That's 9 birds. And they'll each represent a person in my family. I thought about initials, but no one's going to, in 100 years... Anyway, no one's going to know what those initials mean. There's so many different ones. So, little birds. I'll put 9 little birds. And here's some more. I'll just take it from I'll just make them different colors. Like there's a little bird right there I could use. This one's too big because they have to fit in that space there. Now, I have not yet put in the thread for the white part of the windows. I haven't done that yet. I may or may not. I think I'll have to because it'll make me feel bad if I don't. And those flowers aren't close to being finished. So, let's see. This is Rejoice Evermore. I think it's over 1 only in the reference. 1 Thessalonians in the reference. So I have that motif there, some initials, that fill in the flowers. You know, there's probably maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks worth of stitching left on that, and I'll be done. Yay! I have a frame that I want to put that in. I like to cut down my frames. I use Contented Needleworker Kim has a video about how she cuts down frames and the tools that she used. I bought all those tools, and my husband uses the saw. He won't let me use the saw, but I do all the rest, and that's how I learned to do that. Next. Oh, I'm so proud of this one. This is a gift from my husband. He's a full-time chaplain with NHRA Drag Racing. If you want to check out what that's all about, just look up Team RFC, Racers for Christ, online, and you can see what they do. They provide chaplains for racing events all over the world, and he is a full-time chaplain for that. This is Tetelestai. I bought this from Colorado Cross Stitcher. Is it Carol? I think it's Carol. Anyway, Tetelestai. I think I bought it online. That's why it's black and white like this. I did it. I can't remember what. It's been done in lots of colors, but I'm doing it in red on 40 count something. Let's read my card. Oh, 36 count Weeks Dye Works Platinum. I'm using Silks for You thread, and I don't remember the number. I bought a hank of this. If you don't know what a hank is, it's enough thread to last you your lifetime and another stitcher's lifetime. So I'm using it up, and I'm so proud of myself because this has two sections. It looks little, you know. It looks little in this picture. It's not little. But I finished the top part. This is for my husband. He doesn't watch my videos, so that's okay. There's the color kind of. It's kind of a cream. It's a pretty cream. And then, is it the right? Yeah. That's the top part. And then I started on the bottom part. I really like this chart. I've never stitched monochromatically before, But what is great about this chart is if you mess up anywhere in here, no one knows, because it is not meant to be mirror image from this side to this side, which is absolutely fantastic. So I am certain, well, I know I was off several times, like maybe 5 or 6 times, and I just kept stitching. And I'd find out where I was and just keep going. Move forward, never backwards. And here I already know, and this is not a good mistake to make, that I'm out by 1 stitch over here. I went 1 stitch too far out. But I figured out how to fix it in here. I'm gonna knock off a stitch there and knock off a stitch right over here because there's like a little motif right there. I'll show you. Right here. That's where I am, right there. So I'm gonna knock off a stitch in there, and then I'll get my, I'll be back in line, because this on the bottom, this side does match this side, so I have to be careful. I need to finish that by Christmas Day. I think I will. And if I don't, I don't, right? His birthday's January 6th, so if I don't finish it by Christmas Day, I'll finish it later. Let's see, one more thing I've been stitching. I've been working on this a year or so. Let's see, I don't want you to see the chart. This is, I don't have a little thing for this one. This is Teresa Kogut, Above All. Lots of people have stitched that. It's beautiful. This was the second, what do you call these? Sampler. This was the second sampler I ever started. And I put it in timeout for a while because I messed up really badly. And then once you stitch for a while, you kind of learn how to fix your boo-boos. I think I wrote in here what I did it on. I know it's 2 threads, so it's got to be a 28 or 32 count. It's either 28 or 32 count. Here it is, 28 count. And I don't know what the color is, but it's beautiful. And I'm sorry that I don't remember. When you've been stitching on something so long and you didn't write things down a long time ago. So let me get the color in there. That's the color. And when stitchers say things like that, it's because when you bring it close, sometimes it washes out. Like right there, the color washes out. But right there, that's the true color. It's a little mottled yellowy. So I finished her. And a puppy dog, I'm working on him. And I messed up, where I first messed up and put this in timeout for months, was these birds. They're too close to the heart. But that's okay. I've learned how to fix things, so I'm not worried now. It's so pretty. I'm doing the Call for colors. I think they're Weeks Dye Works. Or maybe Gentle Arts. Let's look, shall we? I put this in my bag that I made the first year I did, what's it called? Cross Stitch Camp with Colorado Cross Stitcher. Every year she gives you, if you do her cross stitch camp, and it's really fun. You need to look into it. Go to coloradocrossstitcher.com. There's my hair right there. And every summer she has a summer camp. I think she also had a autumn camp or a winter camp or something like that. But that's what I stitched. And that's in here. And why was I looking? What was I? Oh, I was looking at the colors. Oh yeah, they're Weeks Dye Works, and a few, you know, the ones everybody uses all the time. Brain fart. DMC. Good gravy on a biscuit. I'm a teacher. No, I'm not a teacher anymore. I'm a retired teacher. And instead of cussing, which I have done from time to time in my life, sadly, there's enough words that exist to not cuss. But anyway, in school, I just made food cuss words. Like if I got upset, I'd say, well, brownies and fudge cake. Or, well, peanut butter and jelly sandwich when I got mad. Mess with the kids' minds. Okay, let's go to haul. I got a freebie from Teresa Kogut. She's got a lot of freebies. But this is a freebie that it's a freebie so I can show you the chart because it only comes in chart form. It doesn't come with like just a picture. So I'll show it to you real quick, but it's free. So here's the top part, cat. Here's the bottom part, houses. I just think that's so cute. So I got that off Teresa Kogat's thing. And I don't know where I bought this. I might have bought this at StitchCon. Maybe? I don't know. But I love it. It's called Peace House by Lottie Da. So there it is. I think this is the one that I got at StitchCon, and I saw it on the wall done a different way that I really liked. I think that's what this one is. So I'll let y'all know. I'm going to write them, and I have a picture on my camera of the other way that this was done. I think that's this one. I love rabbits. These funky looking, what do you call it? What kind of rabbits? Like primitive style rabbits I really like. Haul. I bought some felt. And I bought felt because I was making those strawberries. But I wasn't very smart. This felt came in like a little tower. And it's just strips of felt that are about 1 inch wide. They won't work with my strawberries. They'll only work with tiny strawberries. So I just wasn't thinking, and I was just excited to buy some felt. So lots of felt that I don't need. It's too little to do anything with. Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. That's the name of the magazine that I got the turkey thingy out of. There's several things in here. This is a great magazine. Great magazine. Now I want to show you. This was a partially done piece by Pat. The woman that I said gave me a bunch of stuff. It is so cute. It says cats are people too. And this is one of those pieces where it was stamped. Like the linen was stamped. And you did the cross stitches from Needles and Hoops Cat Sampler. I do not see a date on here, but my guess, just to show you, that's typed. So that ought to tell you how old it is. I'd say 80s or 90s. But look at this precious little cat. Look at him. So she's done this top part and the kitty cat. And then there's the bottom part. So sweet. Just precious. I may end this cat right here and make a long square oblong pillow out of him, but we'll see. So anyway, Pat did that. It's really sweet. Something else I bought. If you'll stay tuned till the end, I'll show you a Christmas tour of my house. And I went online and saw all these people making snowflakes out of paper bags. They made them out of white paper bags and out of brown paper bags. And I made some of the snowflakes, and they are as cute as a button. Takes about, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes to make one. And they're big. They're like this big. Takes, I used 8 bags to make one snowflake. And if you want to know how to do that, Stitching with Housewives has one. Tutorial. And there's tons of tutorials. There's tutorials where people spray like spray glue on them and sprinkle glitter on them. Now, be warned, some people love glitter and some people hate glitter. If you hate glitter, don't you be doing that. But I thought you could even like splash some red paint on them. You know how you put the paint on the end of the brush and flick it like that? Yeah. So that'd be fun. Now, let's get into some Pat things. Of course, Pat had 2 of these. So I'd say these are circa 1990-ish. And I didn't have any. So and I didn't want to buy any because they just cost too much. And I've made some, but I just, Yay. And she had 2 of these in her little box of goodies. So I'm going to show you a few things, pardon me, just to give you an idea of where I am. I don't usually film from this corner of the room. I hope I'm looking at the right place right there. Is it there or there? I don't know. This is the corner of my sewing room. Out that way is above ground swimming pool. Out that way is the very back of our yard, the pump and, you know, the water pump and, and such. And my sewing machine is right here. I have 2 sewing machines. That's like just a regular old sewing machine. No specialty stitches, I don't think. No. And then my Juki is right behind me. That's the one I use to make quilts. So, let's talk about some Pat haul. First of all, I have never sewn a stitch with pearl cotton. But I know some things are stitched with pearl cotton. It would have to be you know, Ada, in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because it's thick and you don't undo it like when you use DMC, you use 1 or 2 strands at a time. But with this, she gave me, y'all, the whole set. The whole set of pearl cotton. I mean, how sweet is that? It's thick. So here's an example of it. It's shiny. I'm trying to find the end. Where's the end of one where I can show you kind of how thick it is? Here we go. So there we go. So it's thick. But I'm going to find some things to do with it. She gave me some needles. These are Yarnology tapestry needles. So there's a whole box full of pearl cotton. So grateful. Now here's a few things that I kept. Y'all aren't going to believe this. Those of you that like things like this. This is a sunset cross stitch on perforated paper old-fashioned Santa ornaments. I don't know the date on this. Oh, it says it right there, 1990. Look at that. Look at that. Those are Santa ornaments. Isn't that great? And it comes with all the thread. And this one I don't think has, no, this one doesn't have any beads, but I have one that came with beads. The Sweetheart Tree. This is as sweet as it can be. This is a kitted up pattern called the Sweetheart Tree by, I cannot read it. Sandra Cox. The Sweetheart Tree is the company, I believe, and the name of the pattern is The Price of Freedom. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. God bless America. Isn't that sweet? And this came with the fabric, cork linen, 18 count antique ivory, and all the threads, DMC. There's some beads on this one, red, white, and blue beads, and there is Krynic. I believe that's how you say it. It's a thread that has shiny stuff in it. Let me show you. There's more in there, but here's Krynic. People tell me that it's not that easy to sew with. We'll see. Doesn't matter. If they put it in here, they figured you could use it, and it does come with several bead packets. So yay, fully kitted. And if you're new to cross stitch or you're just watching this because you're my friend or whatever, kitted up cross stitch is a good thing. It means you have everything you need to make something, and that can get expensive. So let me wait a minute. I'm disorganized. There are about 10 of these. This is called Daydreams. Counted cross stitch miniatures. And these are, she had a bunch of these. They come with everything you need, and they come with the glass that you put it in. This one, have I opened this one yet? No, I haven't. I haven't opened this one yet. I have one in there that's open, but I have about 10 of these. And it comes with everything to frame it and everything like that, including the glass. That is just really cool. Okay, just quickly, some more things. The Legend of the Sand Dollar cross stitch. This is by Leisure Arts. Leaflet 876. And this is dated 1990. Remember that? The Legend of the Sand Dollar? I remember seeing that on some people's walls. It's beautiful. Here's Halloween ornament-y kind of things by Dimensions. All those little Halloween-y ornaments. Thanks to Pat. This, y'all, I really want to do this. It's The Last Supper. Leisure Arts, The Last Supper. Boy, oh boy. With its color, let me just let you have a peek at the chart. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that I could do that. I would hope that I could do that. It would take years. But boy, I'd be mighty proud of that when I was done with that. Let's see some other things that you might be interested in. I'm down here. Oh, you're gonna be jealous. Gonna be jealous. She gave me 2 Mirabilias with everything. With the fabric and everything. This is, what is her name? It's called Waiting for Ships by Nora Corbett, Mirabilia Designs. Look at that. I wanted a mermaid so bad, but I just, didn't have the money to kit up a Mirabilia. I think don't they usually come with the whole thing? But it comes with beads and fabric and everything. And I just am so excited that Pat gave that to me. And here's another Mirabilia she gave me. It is called The Seaside Kingdom. Has little children playing by the seaside. It's just beautiful. Look at that. And this one's all kitted up too. Beads, everything. If it has beads. I think this one even has, I think they're called treasures. Like little, charms. Like little charms. So that's those. Does this ring a bell? Mary Englebright, y'all? Remember Mary Englebright? We decorated with this in the 80s maybe. And Pat has kitted up 3 or 4 charts in here with this beautiful yellow fabric. And I think too, there's some other fabric in there too. I don't like the brightness of the yellow, so I can tea dye it or coffee tea dye it and make it look a little mottled and a little bit darker. I think I would like that. Okay, I'm only going to show you. You don't understand. I have all these boxes full of stuff. Oh, yeah, you're going to be jealous about this one. This is the last one I'll show you this time. This is a Nativity Designs for the Needle by Christmas Traditions. And it is all the people that are normally in a nativity scene as little sort of stuffed things, stand-ups. But I'm not going to do it like that. I think what I'm going to do is stitch them one at a time and put them on a small pillow and then line all, excuse me, line all the pillows up. I don't really want stand-ups for all of those because I know that they'll end up getting dirty. And I don't want that. If I could figure out a way to put them all in one, I might. But that would be very difficult, and I don't know how to chart things, so who knows. And look, fully kitted. Thread. There's lots of, there's not lots, but there's beads in here. There's some beads right there. So, isn't that precious? So, do you see how long? I'm going to be so busy. Oh, here's another mermaid. Oh, this is Dimension Charts and Charms, designed by James Hemsworth. This is 12 by 16 and a half. I guess done on Ada probably. Look at this mermaid. I mean, she comes with a bunch of charms. Look at her. Now, I'm sure those of you that know memorabilia may be shouting at your television or your phone or whatever you watch these things on and saying, "Lady, you don't even know what you have there. That's been out of print for years. It's worth $500. It's mine and I'm keeping it. Oh my gosh. I mean, look at that. That is like a lot of stitching. I would do the mermaid and nothing else. I would not stitch. I would stitch the mermaid on some very mottled fabric. And the mottled fabric would take care of that sky because that's all stitched. I would not stitch all that. But boy, oh boy. Now I got, what have I got? 3 mermaids? Have I got 3 mermaids? Okay. Do I want to show you anything else in here? This, I think this is a very old Dimensions. Let's see. Let me see what it's called. I said I would stop, but I'm having too much fun. Okay, this is called Lavender and Lace. Told in a Garden. I don't know if that's the name of the company. Victorian Designs, Lavender and Lace. And it's this, and it has beads. This is not kitted. This is a woman holding a baby. It may be Jesus. It may not be Jesus. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's just incredible. And look at the chart. The chart is so tiny. But that's, you know, that's why we have computers. We can enlarge those designs and stitch, you know, 1 inch at a time or whatever. I've never done full coverage. Don't plan on it. I started one once and abandoned it. I abandoned it because I knew that was not my deal. Full coverage was not my deal. I also said that 40 count wasn't my deal, and now I'm doing something on 46 count. So, you know. Now, if you want to see somebody who stitches like the wind, she stitches to stitch. She doesn't hang everything she stitches. If she did, you wouldn't be able to walk in her house. Stitchy Faye. I think her name's Holly. Is it Holly or Heidi? It's Heidi. Heidi. Stitchy Faye. Look her up. She stitches memorabilia. She stitches everything under the sun. Everything under the sun. 14 count, 46 count. She probably has some 56 count in there. All right. That's all I'm going to show you. Oh, no, it's not. I have one more. I swear to you. It's the last one. It's another mermaid. Is this the mermaid I want to do? Maybe this is the one. Okay, it comes with all the thread. There's beads in there and cryonic and all sorts of trinkets, and there's some treasures in there. Look at her. Who is she called? What's she called? They all have names. I'll look it up in a second. Fully kitted with the fabric. The fabric is a mint green, sort of. Oceany green. Look at her. Look at her. See, I wanted to do a mermaid for my granddaughters. I have 2. And I don't want to do it for them now because they're young. They don't care right now. Does it say what design it is? It's a photograph. Isn't that funny? That tells you how old it is. That's a photograph. Does she have a name? Here's the fabric. Let's see if we can get a good... You need to see it next to some white or whatever. See how that, it's like a pretty green. I don't know what that is. Pretty green. Let's look at the name of it and then I'll be done, I swear. Promise. I don't swear. I promise. What is the name of this beautiful little thing? Good Lord, that's a big chart. Mermaid of the Pearls. And I think there's a bunch of big old pearls in this. And they've put beads as the pearls. They're pretty big white beads. Is that them? No. I can't find them. But I've got some, I used to make jewelry. I still make jewelry. And I think I'm going to put some freshwater pearls in for they put beads in for the pearls. So you see, I have a lot. So I think for New Year's, I'm going to start, I think I'll pick one of the mermaids to start. And then I want to start 4 or 5 smalls and some more ornaments. I was going to make all these, I only have 2 ornaments. I've only made 2 ornaments in my life, or 3. So, you know, I need to do that. All right, I think that's all. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Say a little prayer for Pat, that she's blessed for giving me all this stuff. Beautiful things. And probably won't see you again till after Christmas. My husband and I, it's our 40th wedding anniversary, so we're going to stay in a cabin for 4 or 5 days up in North Carolina, way up on the top of a mountain. Maybe we'll get snowed in and won't be able to come home. We're going to be there for our anniversary is December 18th, but we won't be there till, we'll be there New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and some days before and after. So that's my plans. I hope you're happy and healthy. I hope you're able to see some of your family. And if you're not, just turn on the tube and watch some FlossTubers. They become like family. You know, we become like family when you watch somebody over and over again. You know all about them. You feel like you know them. And that's good. That's a good thing. You have friends that you've only seen on TV, and that's okay. So be happy, be healthy, be well. God bless you. Have a Merry Christmas. And there's something else I always say at the end of my videos. It's about, can you believe that? It's been a month since I did a video, and I always say something really cute. It's the same thing at the end of all of them. Oh, I know what it is. You think I'm nuts. I am. Have a great day, a great week, and a great month. God bless you.